Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So, I'm trying to get more into the arithmetics and the equations of the nonprofit versus the profit-driven societies and how this idea of mine of the nonprofit-driven societies will, in so many different ways, yield more abundance, good abundance, because there's different types of abundance. You can have bad abundance, you can have good abundance. So this is more about yielding good abundance for everybody and everything who wants to be a part of it. So, all right, here we go. So when one lives in an infrastructure driven by nonprofit exchanges and offers nothing but nonprofit organic goods, everything one needs to live will be cheaper, and so one does not need to make a whole lot of money. So I got this information from a simple Google search on what the average cost of a can of Coke was. The first response was that no one really knows, but an estimate, is that it costs to make one can of Coke about 26 cents, and the average price that Coke chooses to charge its customers is around $1, and so that's a 4 times markup from the actual cost it costs to make the product. So, and then also I just want to bring this in. This is how these toxic corporations do business together, as they benefit each other. Example, Coke has a huge factory or factories all around the world, and they ship their products all over the world, and in order to do so, they need trucks, cargo ships, planes, and oil, and so because these people are on the same team, it benefits both of them to keep selling and distributing these products in the way they do. This does and is perpetuating this global, nefarious, mafioso, evil enterprise which has current sway over the world's way of doing things. So, by developing/building these nonprofit, organic, multi-purpose, hemp-based exchange centers all over the world, we will be providing people goods that are good for them and everything else. And the more of them we can develop for them, the more access the people will have to them. And then hopefully this would mean less money and energy given over to these toxic companies. And again, we can run our own hemp-built vehicles and even ships with hemp or other biomass fuel. Which is completely non-toxic and actually good for the environment, as well as perpetuating a good empire. So, in this new nonprofit-driven society, we would offer goods like a beverage for just the amount it costs to make the beverage. And so, using the can of Coke as our example, it would just cost 26 cents for a can of Coke. Nothing more, nothing less. And with that 4 times reduction in price or cost, this would be with all products too. One would not need to make a lot of money to get what one wants or needs. So if we just charge the amount, again, needed, I already said all that. So for example, by this equation, one who makes $100,000 a year would only need to make $25,000 a year. And they could still afford all the same things, and all these things would be based out of hemp or other organic, non-toxic products, which would perpetuate more love of life and good harmony for all and for our good empire. So because we will be living in a I don't know why that was capitalized, but anyway. So because we will be living in a nonprofit society with nothing but nonprofit prices, minimum wage will be worth 4 times the amount it is in this profit-driven society. And so essentially someone who makes $15 an hour will now be making more like $60 an hour, in that his or her monies will now be able to be stretched and spent much more longer and further, because our prices, do not include profiteering in them. And so now we have a way to give the people whom have been at the bottom of the money-making machine an opportunity to live a poverty-free and abundantly good life with good products and with the good karma/energy of perpetuating a good empire. So, all right, I love you guys. Hope you have a good day.